It's so hot. And guess where I'm not today? I'm not in London today. All in last week's vlogs, I were going London, 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 this, me. Yeah, I've not gone. I bought these fans for London. So I've decided to get dressed up in my Take That t-shirt anyway on the day of the show. After a lot of, you see, let me start from the beginning. So we booked the hotel in, when were it? May. I think it was the beginning of May. We had that booked. Luckily, we had that booked on a flexi. So you paid a bit more, but then you could cancel up to the day of at 12 p.m. So I'm so glad we chose that option, just to be sure. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got any of the hotel money back, and that was £250 something. And then yesterday, I booked the train tickets yesterday morning. Or it the day before? No, I think it was just yesterday morning I booked the train tickets. No, it was the night before. Oh my god, it doesn't matter, does it? Either yesterday or the day before, I booked the train tickets. And we booked to leave on like the 10 something train from Doncaster to King's Cross, and then to come back we booked on Friday, tomorrow, to come back on the 4 something train. But then because of the heat we decided to bring that train forward, so I paid an extra 20 quid to come back at 1 something from King's Cross, because we was obviously going to do we were going to go to Camden today, get there, go to Camden, see all the Amy Winehouse stuff, get to the hotel. The hotel's right by Westfield at Stratford, so we were going to do all that, get ready, go to the concert, come back. And then tomorrow we were going to go to Notting Hill. We were going to go see the bookshop in Notting Hill Film, like that's one of my mum's favourite films. So we were going to go there and do some Notting Hill bits, touristy bits. There's a museum there of brands, and it's like all old like brands of different things. Like, Google it, it looks really, really cool. So we were going to do that and then come home. Yesterday I was watching from Doncaster, delayed, cancelled, delayed, cancelled, all these trains. The time that we were meant to be going, like yesterday, but today, everything were just being delayed and cancelled, and then vice versa from London to King's Cross. From King's Cross to Doncaster, everything were being cancelled. LNER were telling people not to travel unless absolutely necessary, due to obviously the tracks can warp, the trains could break down. Just the thought of being stuck in the middle of nowhere, like on a train track with the train broke down, red hot heat, no, it's just not worth it. On the London Stadium Facebook page where they put about the concert, the amount of people on there saying that they're not going, they don't feel comfortable, because it's obviously trying to get there when trains are being delayed and cancelled. Then if you are on a train, you're risking it breaking down, or it setting off fine and then getting delayed and things like that. And then obviously once you got into London, then you've got to manoeuvre around in, I think today it's going to get to God knows what in London. It's saying 30 something, but yesterday it were doing that and then it were creeping up and up and up, and I think it ended up going to like 36 or something degrees. I don't do well in this heat anyway. It's 25 at the minute. Yeah, and then it's just then getting from King's Cross, manoeuvring around London in the heat and all the people, and then all the tube stations. You're looking at delays possibly there. Kira were in London yesterday. She went to see Harry Styles the night before, and there was a fire at one of the tube stations, King's Cross, and then the surrounding ones got closed as well for a while. It did reopen again yesterday, but you've got all that to think about. And then the hotel was about a 20-30 minute walk, and in this heat, like walking half an hour is just unbearable. And then queues, you've got to think of the queues, how long are you going to be waiting when you're outside the venue. All of this before you've even got in. And then I checked where our seats, and our seats, it says, is in the worst possible position for sun. Like the sun would be glaring right at us until it was sunset. And you're not just talking 20 odd degrees, you're talking 30 odd degrees constantly on you. There's just, we just couldn't risk it, unfortunately. So I know I've rambled on a bit there, but then, and then tomorrow when we're meant to be coming home, it was saying it was going to be slightly cooler, but now it's saying it's going to be even hotter. It's going to be mid to late 30s. So then you've got to worry about getting home. Like, are the trains going to be delayed, cancelled? Are we going to end up getting stuck in London? Yeah, and then the risk coming back. Luckily, Kira, trains before hers and after hers were being cancelled and delayed. Luckily, hers was okay. It was slightly delayed, but not too much. So she was very lucky to get back. Yeah, it's just a bit of a bummer. And then in the middle of deciding all of that, my t-shirt came through the post yesterday just to get one last boot in whilst I was down. Like, this came through the post and I'm like, yeah, lovely. I've not vlogged all week for any content to come this week coming up because London was my vlogs. I was going to vlog today, then the concert I was going to do a separate video, then I was going to vlog Friday as the other video. So I've not vlogged all week, so I don't have any videos for next week, but we've made the right decision. Like, my mum was like worrying as well about going in this heat. It's not, we both don't thrive in this heat neither. I think we made the right decision, and everyone's calling for it to be cancelled, but it won't be. But I know a lot of people are saying that they're not going, they're not risking it. Anyway, I'll stop me moaning. I've been moaning for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes? I know. So not so much. I mean, I'll cut most of it out. But you need your hair brushing. You're still in your pyjamas, aren't you? And I'm still getting text messages from LNER. It's the train service about the train and things like that. Even though I have cancelled it and tried to get a refund, but it's saying it's going to take 10 days to review. Even though it is encouraging people to. It's saying don't travel if you've got tickets, cancel them, we'll refund you, or use your ticket on another day. So I've refunded, but there were no option for it due to the heat. So I've just got the generic, we've got your cancel request, we'll deal with it in 10 days. Yeah, and I managed to cancel the hotel. That should be a refund within 10 days. But anyway, I said I'm going and now I'm yapping again. So bye. Yep. Okay. We're on a few days later now. I've cut my hair, by the way. I've just cut it now. I've just washed it and cut it. It was right down here. And I've just chopped it off because it was looking just so scraggly and horrible. I do want it cut in to there, but I don't go above my shoulder. So I'm going to leave it as it is. It feels a lot better, and then I'll go to the hairdressers and get it cut. But anyway, that's not why I've picked the camera up. I noticed in my last clip, I just kind of stopped filming, and I think I had the intention to film for the day, but then I didn't because I got all hot and bothered again. So it's now a few days later, we're out of the horrible heat wave. Yeah, we're on 21 degrees, so it's much better. And I'm so glad we didn't go because I think I filmed that last clip on the day I was supposed to be going. Well, the day after, all of the trains were cancelled from King's Cross to Doncaster. So our train, and then loads before it and loads after it. I can only imagine the chaos at that station that everybody was trying to get north. Because obviously it wasn't just King's Cross to Doncaster. Like, they were, I think the train, a lot of the Doncaster trains is an Edinburgh train, or then some are Hull lines, and then we have, yeah, Doncaster's like quite a good hub for rail, so we have trains going here, there and everywhere. So there was obviously going to different parts of the country, so you can imagine the chaos when it wasn't just ours and a couple more, literally like tons of them got cancelled. I don't know how we'd have made it home. We probably wouldn't have done. And it was absolutely scorcho. It got red hot on the Friday as well. So yeah, we made the right decision, but I'm still really gutted about it. But I've already just banged on about that. So Anyway, I'll stop me moaning. I've got an Asda haul in the next video, and then I'll get back to actually vlogging, because like I say, this week I've had no actual videos because that was my videos that I was, you know, banking on them to be my videos for this week. So there were no video on Monday. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up now. Thank you so much for listening to me moan. I normally do just daily life vlogging content. Yeah, I live in Yorkshire, I do just real life daily vlogs. So if you like vlogs, please subscribe. It's not normally me just chatting at the camera, being Mardy. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye!